Shalom. First and foremost, we want to say, give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Big shalom to all the brothers out here laboring in the truth with sincerity. Back out here again, prophesying on the downfall of America and teach the elect. Lord willing, I'm one of those men, but gotta do the Lord's will. We out here, man, talk about these unbelievers. You got a whole lot of unbelievers in the house of Israel. And we ain't really worried about no heathen, but there's a whole bunch of unbelievers out here in the house of Israel. We're gonna start off with 2Esdras, chapter 15 and verse 3. Fear not the imagination against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Yeah, and incredulity, that goes into being an unbeliever. And if you don't have faith, you unfaithful. That means you're a non-believer. You don't have faith. Then you don't have faith that what we teaching is true. And you don't have faith. A lot of people don't have faith. A lot of people have they just unbelievers. They don't believe the name. You tell them the Lord's name is Yahweh and his son's name is Yahweh Shai. No, it's Jesus. But you got some people that don't believe in the doctrine. People don't believe it. People still think the Lord loves everybody. And the Bible don't say that. People just been misinformed, that slave mentality, that slave doctrine, and people don't want to leave it because they just can't get in their mind that the Most High just don't love everybody. They can't get in their mind that the Most High judge people on a horrible level. They don't believe it. They think the Lord is all good and all love, and that's not true. Like I say, you got people that don't believe in the name. You show them the name, and they still don't believe. But that's all the Most High is doing. When it comes to the name, the Most High is not the author of confusion, so he's not going to have 5 or 6 names. Oh, his name is Jehovah. No. Jesus, no. Speaking of the name, it says, it's the book of Zephaniah, chapter 3, verse 9. For then will I turn to the people a pure language, that they may all call upon the name of the Lord and serve him with one consent. one consent. So that means you're not gonna have several different names to call. You're just gonna have one name. But then again, you know, you tell people this and you show people this, they still don't believe it. People still can't get it in their mind that the Most High is not the author of confusion. Now we're gonna go to Romans chapter 3 and verse 3. For what if some did not believe? You know, and you got, like I say, you got a whole bunch of non-believers out here. Shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High, of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, without effect? Yahweh Hashem Yahushua forbid. Yeah, let Yahweh Hashem Yahushua be true, and every man be a liar, as it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings, and thou mightest overcome when thou art judged. So, you know, at the point that we in now, you know, we're not really concerned if people don't believe or not. You know, we try to teach, and we try to, you know, test people's spirit to see where they at. And you know, most people just don't get it. Most people just won't believe. But hey, at this point, you know, we just gotta move on and keep doing the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, whether they hear or forbear. We just gotta keep pushing, you know. You got people out here that really don't believe in like Jacob's trouble. They don't even know what's to come, you know, and all the signs are pointing towards, hey, a detrimental time, you know, and all signs are pointing towards a horrible time to come, you know. If you don't get this jab, a lot of people gonna lose their job, a lot of people gonna lose their houses. I mean, man, hey, a lot of people gonna be judged, a lot of people's kids gonna be judged. I mean, hey, we're coming up on a strange time. But, you know, the true men of the Lord are looking for these times, you know. Because, hey, that's moving prophecy forward. And that's closer to getting out of here, man. All right, we're going to go to 2 Thessalonians chapter 3 and verse 14. And if any man obey not our word by this epistle, note that man, and have no company with him, that he may be ashamed. Basically it's saying, you know, if you run across somebody and you tell them, you know, show them the word, show them the scripture, try to prove it to them, and they still teaching other things outside of the true doctrine, or they believe something else outside of what's, you know, what's been learned or what's been taught or what's been given by the Rakakodash, and they still don't believe it. You know, they say you got to get away from that person. You got a lot of people out here teaching false doctrine. You don't want to be associated with those kind of people. I mean, no matter the circumstances, you can, you know, I don't know if I got it, but can two walk together except they be agreed. So, you know, you want to stay away from somebody who's not speaking the true doctrine of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Then it say verse 15, yet count him not as an enemy, but admonish him as a brother. You know, you want to try to help him. You don't want to look at him as an enemy. You know, you want to try to help him out, but you know, you still gotta distance yourself from people like that. You know, so you you teaching one thing, he teaching another name, not, you know what I'm saying, not Yahweh Shem Shah. How can y'all be together? How can y'all even communicate? Or if he got a whole nother doctrine, he don't believe in, you know, just whatever, you know, whatever's going off from the doctrine that you learned. How could you be associated with this person? It's impossible. And the Lord said, you know, pretty much just get away from that person. Have no covenant. Note that man. Mark that man. But don't count him as an enemy, you know. Just don't have no dealings with him. All right, from there we're going to go to 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 10. And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness, them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they may be saved. For this cause, Yahweh Shem shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie. Pretty much that's where we at with these unbelievers. Yahweh Shem shall blinded these people. That they can't get it. Now, I mean, can they get it later? I mean, that's not saying that this person is not one of the elect. He might get it later. If you repent and convert, you know, he'll probably get it later. But at that moment, Yahweh Shem Shai got it blinded. So there's no point to get angry with that person. It ain't even no point to keep trying to beat it in somebody's head. What you trying to teach them? If they don't get it, you just gotta let them go. And when Yahweh Shem Shai want to wake them up and open their eyes, he will. But until then, you know, you just gotta let that person go, man. You gotta let them go. You know, as far as in this faith, you gotta let them go. You know, but you know, like I say, don't count them as an enemy. You know, don't hate them, don't treat them bad. But you just gotta, you know, you gotta let that person. That person got to work out his own salvation. All right, we're going to go to the book of Job, chapter 12 and verse 16. With him is strength and wisdom. The deceived and the deceiver are his. So if you got people out here teaching false doctrine, it all goes back to Yahweh Shem Shai. You know, because it's people that, you know, it's part of the sifting process. When people want to follow false prophets, I mean, that's part of the sifting, the weeding out process, the sifting process. Because everybody ain't gonna get it. And an example of that is, us in this faith, man, we just gotta keep pushing on, man. We can't be looking behind us at this point. We gotta keep pressing on, pushing this word, and asking Yahweh Shem Shai to build our faith. But we won't fall out. So when times get hard, we won't take that jab. We won't take that rough. Nope. Got to continue to do the will of Yahweh Shem Shai. It's the book of 1 Kings, chapter 22. The book of 1 Kings chapter 22, starting at verse 19. And he said, hear thou therefore the word of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai. I saw the Lord, Yahweh, sitting on his throne, and all the host of heaven standing by him on his right hand and on his left. So you had, you had the angels, and you had the evil angels. All of them was around the Most High. Verse 20, and the Lord said, who shall persuade Ahab that he may go up and fall at Ramoth Gilead? And one said on this manner, and another said on this manner. And there came forth a spirit and stood before the Lord and said, I will persuade him. And the Lord said unto him, wherewith? And he said, I will go forth, and I will be a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets. And he said, thou shalt persuade him, well also, go forth and do so. Verse 23, now therefore, behold, the Lord hath put a lying spirit in the mouth of all these thy prophets, and the Lord has spoken evil concerning you. So let's let you know, even if you got false prophets out here, the Lord is in control of all of that. The Lord is in control of that. So, like I say, at this point, we know that it's false prophets out here. And we're coming close to the end. So why, no point in trying to persuade people. We'll defend doctrine. But we ain't trying to persuade nobody. We'll let them know. Ultimately, they'll be held accountable for what they know. So, we just want to continue to do the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua to the best of our abilities, man. No matter what the circumstance, we want to get out there. We want to stay engulfed in this knowledge. Stay consumed by this knowledge. Knowledge of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. So we want to attach ourselves as much as possible, if not all the way, from this world, man. This wicked kingdom. We don't want to partake in none of this wickedness that they got going on. Lord willing, He gonna put one of them spirits on us and have us out here going on. All right, we're gonna go to 2 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 14. Be not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. Hey, that's it right now. We don't want to be fellowship and being around on unbelievers, man. That's the majority of these people out here in the world. Why you want to be hanging with somebody that's in the world, man? This person might have spirits on them. You around this person, and next thing you know, them spirits on you. Why you want to be around some unbelievers? Honestly, I can't stand being around unbelievers, no matter where I'm at. And then when you see people going on, you want to tell them, you want to show them, but hey, if it's not our platform, then why? They ain't gonna understand no way. But a lot of the time, if it's a situation where you can edify somebody, of course do it. Most of these people ain't gonna get it. And we know that. We know these people of the world ain't gonna get it. Hold on. It say, for what fellowship has righteousness with unrighteousness? Like, like I was saying, you're a righteous person. Why would you want to be hanging out at the club, with a bunch of unbelievers, a bunch of sinners, a bunch of unrighteous people, or whatever? You know what I'm saying? Why would you want to go to your mama house, grandmama house on Thanksgiving? You know what I'm saying? Why? Do that make sense? On all these wicked holidays, 4th of July, whatever. Why would you want to go be around a bunch of unbelievers? That ain't what we do in this faith, man. What's going on? It say, and what communion has light with darkness? So, you want to be the people of the light and stay away from that darkness, we want to be that light to the world, How you doing? We want to be that light to dark, We don't want to be around wickedness. That's darkness. You see somebody going on, constantly going off, why you want to be around that person, whether it's your family member or not. And some people, some brothers in the faith, got wives that don't believe. And we know, Eve wicked already. And then they unbelieving. Whew, that's even harder. But we got to keep pushing on and keep the faith, man. Pray to Yahweh send outside to increase our faith, man. Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of these scriptures. That's all we got. At this point, we shouldn't be concerned about no money, making no money, laying up no treasure on earth. We should be laying all our treasure up to the Most High in heaven. Because as we know, Lord willing, this world will be destroyed pretty soon. Lord willing. All right, we're going to go to the book of Amos, chapter 3 and verse 3. Can two walk together except they be agreed? Hey, that's with anything, man. Not even just the faith. If two people don't agree, why? If two people, even in the world or whatever, if you don't agree with that person, why would you want to be around that person? That's just gonna be confusion, arguments, tension. And in this faith, it's really gonna be tension. We don't want to argue, but we're gonna contend. And hey, man, we just stay away. If somebody don't believe what you believe, just stay away from them, man. We ain't got time to persuade nobody. We ain't got to, if that's what you believe, that's what you believe. And then we'll see at the end. All right, it's the book of Ecclesiastes. We'll start at verse 13, the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 33 and 13. As the clay is in the potter's hand to fashion it at his pleasure, so man is in the hand of him that made him to render to them as liketh him best. Verse 14, good is set against evil, and life against death. So is the godly against the sinner, and the sinner against the godly. So you got people out here being wicked. Hey, the most wicked is Esau. We know that. So the Lord made him that way. He made him to be wicked. We know Esau is the wicked of the earth. And you know you got wicked jakes out here too. And the Lord made them like that also. But the difference is, the Israelite got a chance to repent and be saved. Esau don't have that. So, you know, when you tell people that Esau is the wicked, the white man, the so-called white man, you know, you got a lot of our people that won't accept that. And that just goes back to that slave mentality, man. That broken slave mentality. Not necessarily the slave mentality, but the broken slave mentality. You know, you got some of our ancestors, you know, slaves that really couldn't stand and couldn't get with Esau. You know, but you had some that bought into the system and looked for Esau to save them, just like it is today. Same way it is today. People think they're gonna be saved just because they got the jab. People think they're gonna be saved when they implement that shit. They don't want to let go of this lifestyle. And what is this, man? Everything polluted, man. Earth polluted, the air polluted, water polluted, even the people polluted, man. So why would you want to stay here? Lord willing, he'll get us out of here soon. All right, we're going to go to the book of Isaiah chapter 42 and verse 1. Behold my servant, whom I uphold, mine elect, in whom my soul delighted. I have put my spirit upon him, and he shall bring forth judgment to the Gentiles. So, basically, I mean, if the spirit of the Lord is on you, if we call these are the only people that really gonna understand anyway. Everybody ain't gonna get it. Everybody don't have the Holy Spirit. If they did, they'd be out here. If they did, they wouldn't be living wicked. So only the elect is gonna understand this at this point. And then, you know, once we get to the kingdom, everybody gonna know. But right now, it's strictly about the elect. The 144 and that remnant. That's really pretty much all we really concerned about. You know what I'm saying? We ain't concerned about no unbelievers, man. Because if you telling somebody this over and over and over and they never can get it, hey, you gotta leave that to the Lord, man. The Lord might put his spirit on it, and then they'll get it. But everybody ain't gonna understand it. It ain't for everybody. Definitely here in Babylon, you know, 2/3, go again, you know, 2/3 of Jake in Babylon gonna be destroyed. That's a fact. Only that remnant gonna make it, that 1/3. And that's a fact, man. We can't get around it, you know. So when you out here looking at people, you see people going off, man. It's yikes. What can you say? You don't want to, you know, you can't say somebody is a 2/3, but the way they act, by their action, at that time they acting like a 2/3, man. And then if you tell them, if you with them, and tell them this word, and they really can't get it, throw a possibility. It might be a 2/3. Lord willing, hey, Lord willing, I'm not one of those people. Lord willing, the Lord will pour his spirit upon me. Stay in his faith. Keep pushing hard in his faith. You know, we always feel like we can do a lot more. You never feel like you did enough, no matter what you do. But we just gotta keep pushing, man. Keep pushing to the end. What else we got? We ain't got nothing else. We ain't got no, the majority of brothers ain't got no money. And soon come, majority of the brothers probably ain't gonna have no job. Probably ain't gonna have no house, family, you know what I'm saying? We gotta meditate on these things, prepare for these things, That's what we do in the faith. Gotta stay strong in his faith, man. All right, we're gonna go to the book of Joel, chapter 2, verse 27. The Lord speaks, "You shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am the Lord, your power, and none else. And my people shall never be ashamed." Hey, talking to the Israelites, man. Another reason why a lot of people ain't gonna get it. It ain't for everybody. A lot of people ain't gonna get it, man. Speaking of these other nations, they definitely ain't gonna get it. Because it ain't for them. The Lord ain't dealing with them like that. The Lord ain't dealing with the majority of America. They always want to holler, "God bless America." What God you talking about? Because you ain't talking about the God of the Bible. You ain't talking about the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You ain't talking about that God. You talking about that Caesar Borgia, that white Jesus. I ain't going for you, man. Hey. These are the people that's gonna get it right here. You ain't from these tribes, you ain't gonna get it. It ain't for you. We know this is a spiritual thing, not a cardinal thing. You can't go off what people look like. It's all about the spirit. All right, we're gonna go to verse 28. "And it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh. Your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. Your old men shall dream dreams. Your young men shall see visions." It's kind of where we at right now, And this speaking of the elect right now. Like I say, everybody ain't gonna get it until they get in the kingdom. So, only the elect is the Lord gonna pour his spirit on. It's a lot of people, if the Lord see fit to show Eve, even a wicked Eve, a vision, he will. He can do whatever. But this mainly speaking of the elect. It say, "And also upon thy servants and upon the handmaids in those days I will pour out my spirit, and I will show wonders in the heavens and in the earth, blood and fire and pillars of smoke. The sun shall be turned unto darkness and the moon into blood before the great and terrible day of the Lord Yahweh Shemel shall come." And we can see that now. The blood moon. Hey, pretty much all that, earthquakes going on all around the world, man. Tornadoes, all that. Verse 32, "And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be delivered." Okay. So whoever should call upon the name of the Lord is going to be saved. So if you don't know the true name of the Lord, how you going to be saved? How you going to be saved from this destruction to come if you don't know the true name of the Lord? Acts chapter 4 and verse 12. Neither is there salvation of any other, for there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved. So you gotta have that name, man. A lot of people think it ain't important, but that's like one of the most important things. Besides having faith, you gotta know the name of the Lord. When the Lord comes and you calling another name, I mean, he gonna look at you. I mean, come on, man. You gotta know the name. A lot of people don't think, well, the majority of people, unbelievers, don't think it's important. And they go back to not having faith. We have faith that that's the name of the Lord. Also, proof. I mean, with the true language, the pure language. But a lot of people just overlook that and continue in what they learned from Esau. At this point in life, and where we at now, if you believe in a white man, you gotta be crazy. So-called white, you gotta be crazy, man. This man did everything under the sun to destroy you. All the way from slavery to Jim Crow to crack, disease, and even now, this pestilence that they got out now. This ain't that Jake, man. Especially this jab. Hey, man. But you still got people that want to trust in it, man. Still got people that want to trust in it, man. Going on, it says, for in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem shall be delivered. But you got people that think anybody can be saved, man. They show you that how low of a level these people are on in the world, man. Like they can't comprehend simple words. The Lord is not the author of confusion. I'm gonna read that again. It says, for in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem shall be deliverance, as the Lord Yahweh has said, and in the remnant whom the Lord shall call. The remnant whom the Lord shall call. shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, and the third shall be left therein. So 2 parts. This speaking of Babylon, 2 parts gonna be cut off. So everybody ain't gonna be saved. 2 parts gonna be cut off and die in Babylon, aka America, aka land of the wicked. And I will bring the third part through the fire and refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. And they shall call on my name, that is again, that name, my name again, and I will hear them, and I will say, this is my people, and they shall say, the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua is my God. So you gotta have a name, right? Like I say, that goes into believing and not believing. If you don't believe that the Lord's name is Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the Lord made you like that. If you don't believe that the Lord don't love everybody, the Lord made you like that. The Spirit ain't dealing with you. You don't believe that America is Babylon the Great, the Lord ain't dealing with you. You don't believe that these other nations gonna be slaves, the Lord ain't dealing with you. You don't believe the white man, Esau, so-called white man.
Big homie, how I get around, I ain't trying to mess up your shot. I see you got your shot going.
Come on in,
all right, all right.
You don't believe the white man is the wicked, then the Lord ain't dealing with you. You ain't got that faith. You got faith in all these things. All right, man, we gonna close out. You know, we want to stay, like I say, man, we want to keep the faith, man. Ask the Lord to keep our faith, man. We'll end it off with this. Ecclesiastes chapter 4 and verse 28. Strive for the truth unto death, man. We got to do this until death, man. Whether we perish here or whatever, man, we got to keep going, man. And the Lord will fight for thee. The Lord gonna fight for us, man. When times get crazy out here, when times get crazier than they are, when the people start trying to implement this dogma, and even with the jab, man, hey, you gotta strive for the truth to death. With that being said, man, I'm gonna say shalom.